Good evening and welcome. Nice to see you here this evening and at home. And we're just going to take a few moments to bring awareness to our breath. And you want to slow your breathing down, especially when you turn the radio on and your heart rate and everything goes up sky high. So just bringing your awareness to your breath. And the breath is the most important thing that you can take from a yoga class. Taking a moment to scan your body. Notice if you have any tension or tightness. And the breath is in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and push your belly out. Exhale through your nose, let it go. And if you need to exhale through your mouth, then exhale through your mouth. If you find you're tense or stressed, shoulders are tense or tight, then just exhale through your mouth. It can make you a little dizzy or lightheaded, so be aware of that. It's a 3-part breath: belly, ribs, and chest. As you breathe in, feel your belly move, ribs, chest. It's a 360 breath. Feel it through the whole front of your body, both sides, and your whole upper back. So just closing your eyes and being here in this moment. Breathing in energy, exhaling any tension, tightness, any negative thoughts or emotions. Remember, your mind and your body will follow your breath. Notice if you're clenching your teeth, open your mouth slightly, wiggle your jaw, and lift up through the crown of your head. You have to have a nice straight spine in order to get a full deep breath. From the top of the shoulders to the bottom of the rib cage. Very gently bring your right ear to your right shoulder. See how that feels. And if at any time you have pain in any of the poses, stop immediately and listen to your body first and foremost. Just letting the neck lengthen. Take a deep breath in. Exhale twice as long. Count, if you wish, to 4 for the inhalation and 8 for the exhalation. Slowly bring your chin to your chest. Keep breathing. Slowly bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel the right shoulder. Notice if it's tense or tight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, slowly drop your chin back towards your chest. Let your shoulders get heavy. Feel the stretch along the upper part of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chin. Close your eyes, lift your chin all the way up, lengthening through the neck. And just opening through the chest. Bend your elbows, rest them towards your rib cage. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly bring your chin back towards your chest. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down, away from your ears. Bring your head to the center. Inhale, bring your shoulders all up towards your ears. This time, exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, let it go. One more time, breathe in and squeeze those shoulders up. And release. Place your palms on your knees. Breathe in, bring your chin to your chest, belly to your spine, and just lean back towards your tailbone, scooping out the belly, chin towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, sit up straight, slide your palms along your thighs, tuck your elbows in towards your rib cage, pull your shoulders down and back, lift your chin, open through the chest, your heart. Squeeze those elbows back. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, quickly release both hands, hug your upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands all the way up, palms up. Close your eyes, lift your chin. Breathe in, nice wide sweep. Bring your head forward and look behind your right shoulder. Tap your fingers to the floor if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back to the center, reach your palms up, Close your eyes, lift your chin, open your mouth, let your jaw relax. Keep breathing. Inhale, bring your head forward, nice wide stretch to the opposite side. Look beyond your left shoulder, lift up through the crown of your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and release. Come back to the center. One more shrug. Inhale, lift, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Click. Exhale, let it go. That's a good thing. So sitting on your sitting bones, bring both legs forward. Clicking is good. If you get clicking and pain, that's not good. So and that means stop. Gently shake both legs. Bring your hands by your hips and lift up and then back on your sitting bones. For side spinal twist. So we're going to keep the right leg where it is. Left foot outside the right knee. Make sure the sole of your foot stays flat on the floor. Hold your left leg with your right arm. Bring your left hand forward. Lift up tall through the crown of your head. Fingertips at eye level. Inhale. Follow the left hand around, back. Place your hand on the floor. And then slide it in. Bring it as close to your tailbone as you can. We're going to straighten the left arm. Hug the left leg. Your chin is to your left shoulder. Close your eyes for a moment. And just be aware of the stretch. Feel the stretch. Up and down your spine, into the waist, left hip, the outer thigh. Take a deep breath in, lifting up through the crown of your head. Look beyond your left shoulder, working the eye muscles. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Breathe in and breathe out. When your eyes get tired, gently close your eyelids. Release, bring your left hand up at shoulder height. Slowly bring it all the way forward. Pull your fingers towards you. Releasing any tension through the wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it out. Bring your left leg forward. Hands on the mat again. Lift up and back on your sitting bones. And when you're on your sitting bones, your spine is perfectly straight. We're going to cross the right foot over. Hold on to the right leg with your left hand. Lift up nice and tall. Right hand forward, fingertips at eye level. Breathe in. Exhaling, follow the right hand all the way around and back. Place your palm down. Slide it in till it touches your bottom. We're going to lock the right arm, hug the right leg. Chin is to your right shoulder. Keep breathing. The old stretch. And tuning into the space that you're stretching. That's the nice thing about yoga, is that you forget about everything else. It's just you and the pose that you're working on at this moment in time. And breathing into each and every muscle that you're working on. And exhaling tension or tightness. Open your eyes, look way back beyond the right shoulder. Working the muscles that surround the eyes. Still feeling the stretch through the outer hip and thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach your right arm up at eye shoulder height. Slowly bring it all the way forward. Pull the fingers back. Deep breath in, out, and release. Bring your right leg forward. Shake it out. Staff pose again. Sit up and back on your sitting bones. Touch the soles of your feet together. Inhale. Lean in towards your thighs. Chin is neutral. Remember the string at the crown of your head. So just a little stretch into the inner thighs, into the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly sit up, slide your heels in a little closer, grab your toes and gently move your knees, up and down. Nice straight spine. Keep moving those knees, releasing any tension into the inner thighs, into the groins. And we're going to switch to cooling breath. So curl your tongue at the same belly, ribs, and chest. Curl your tongue as you inhale through your mouth. And exhale, long breath through the nose. And this time, tune into the different sensation, the cool breath coming into the body and the warm breath leaving your nostrils. So just being aware of that warm and cool breath. Keep moving your knees. Still counting to 4 on the inhalation and 8 on the exhalation. Still feeling the belly, ribs, and chest moving. 360 breath, both sides and the upper back. This is a very soothing breath if you find it hard to get to sleep. It's a good breath to know to help you to doze off quicker. And it actually cools you down. So if you find you're overheated or having a tropical moment, I remember a lady calling it the Hawaiian fit one time. She said, you know, those Hawaiian fits. I said, well, that's a much better name. And release. Bring both legs forward, shake them out. And come up on all fours for tabletop. Both wrists below your shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide. And you want each of your fingers to take some of the weight. Your knees are just hand width apart. Let your toes relax. Let your belly and lower back release as you glance forward. Breathe in. Breathe. Bring your chin to your chest, belly to your spine. Exhale, round your back, squeeze your toes and lift them. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, relax your toes, belly, lower back. Glance forward, but no higher than the moldings, the baseboard moldings. Breathe in. Chin to your chest, belly to your spine. Exhale, round your back, squeeze your toes, lift them. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Let your toes release. Let your belly and lower back release. Lift up through the crown of your head. Slide the right foot back, curl your toes under, and push all the way back through your right heel. Chin is neutral. Picture that straight line. The crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Come back on both knees. Step the left foot back. Curl your toes under. Push back through the heel. Lift up through the crown of your head. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Both knees below your hips. Bring your right arm forward. Chin is neutral. Inhale. Lift your left leg at hip height. Breathe in. Lift your hips and shoulders a little higher. Chin is neutral. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the stretch. Focus on a spot on the floor to help with your balance. Reach your right hand back. See if you can grasp your left toes. You can rest your knee on the floor or lift your knee and opening the front of the thigh and the front of the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. We're going to bring that left knee all the way behind the right knee. Rest it on the floor, rest your feet on the floor. Space your hands a little wider. Breathe in, lift up through the crown of your head, and then sit all the way back to your heels. Bring your hips and tailbone closer to the floor. Feel the stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, bring your left shoulder a little higher towards your left ear, lengthening into the rib cage on the left side, working the left hip. Front knee can be lifted off the floor, that's fine. Breathe in, breathe out, inhale. And this is a great space to feel your belly moving. You want to feel a Buddha belly. So as you inhale, push that belly, it should touch your thighs. Exhale, let the hips settle a little closer to the floor. Breathe in. And out. Come back on all fours. This time curl your toes under and glance behind your right shoulder. Looking at your little toe, bring your left shoulder to your left ear again. Breathe in. Nice long breath, let it go. Come back to the center, glance behind your left shoulder, looking at your little toe, see how that feels along the right side. If you want to increase the stretch a little more, bring your right shoulder up closer towards your right ear, lengthening into the waist, the rib cage. Come back to the center and release. Let your belly and lower back release. Keep your toes curled under. Breathe in. Chin to your chest, belly to your spine. Exhale, round your back. And slowly move your heels back, your hips back towards your heels for cat-cow pose. Keep breathing. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Come forward, relax your belly, lower back, and let your toes relax. Bring your right leg back. Bring your left arm forward. Lift your hips and shoulders a little higher. Chin is neutral. Remember the string at the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your right hand back. Grab reach your left hand back and grab your right foot. You can rest your right knee on the floor and bring your heel towards your bottom if you wish, or lift that knee off the floor, opening the front of the thigh, the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to bring that right knee behind the left. Hands on the floor, toes on the floor. Space your hands a little wider. Inhale, lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale, sit as close to your heels as you can. That front knee can be lifted. Deep stretch into the right hip. Hold it there, keep breathing. And feel the belly as you inhale. And feel the hips as you exhale. Nice, straight, strong spine. Full 360 breath. Feel the belly, ribs and chest, sides and back. Release, slowly come back on your hands and knees and step your right foot straight out. Come up on your left knee and your right foot, form a straight line there. Slide your right hand down the right leg and left arm is up. Inhale, exhale, glance down at your right foot. Breathe in, breathe out, inhale, and release. Come back to the mat. Now bring your right foot forward. Make sure your knee stays above your foot. Place your right hand on your right thigh, left arm up. Inhale, reach it up, and then lean right. Chin stays neutral, glance forward. Feel the stretch along the left side of the waist into the rib cage. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Release, bring your hands to the floor. Walk your right foot as a little further forward. Foot up in front of the knee. Breathe in, curl your left toes under. Now walk your hands forward and lift the left leg. So drop down through the tailbone, lift up through the crown of your head. And you're using your right arm to line up the right leg. Keep it above your ankle. Don't let it come behind your heel. Don't let your knee go beyond your toes. If you want to keep your left knee on the floor, let your toes relax. So it's a hip stretch. Low lunge, lifting up through the crown of your head, all the way down to your tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Release, walk your hands back, bring your right knee to the floor. Another cat pose, let your toes relax. Let your belly release, your lower back and tailbone glance forward. Inhale, chin to your chest, belly to your spine. Exhale, exaggerate the stretch. Squeeze your toes and lift them. Push your palms down, lift your fingers and thumbs. Relax your fingers, thumbs, let your toes release. Let your belly and lower back release. Come up on your knees and step your left foot out. You're going to slide your left hand down the left leg, reach the right arm up. Inhale, glance down at your left foot, chin to your left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, feel the stretch along that whole right side. Slowly come up, bend your left knee, place it in front, knee above your foot, left hand on your left knee. Inhale, reach that right arm, and exhale, lean left, glance forward. Deeper stretch into the rib cage and waist. Nice breath in and out your back foot. Your toes are relaxed, not curled under. Toenails on the floor. And come back to the center. Now slide or shimmy your left foot forward. So your leg is almost straight. Breathe in, bend your knee, bring your hands to the floor. Your right foot can stay where it is, your right knee on the floor, or curl your right toes under and straighten that right leg. Push back through the heel, lift up through the crown of your head. So your hips stay low. You haven't lifted up your hips. They drop down towards the floor. Nice straight spine. Deep breath in, excuse me, and out. Inhale, exhale. And remember, if the knee is on the floor, let your toenails stay on the floor. Keep breathing. And the left arm keeps the left knee exactly where it should be, above the foot. Release. Bring your left knee to the floor. We're going to lie on the floor. If you have any lower back issues, you want something under your hips. Come up on your elbows for a moment. Let your toes relax. Holding on to your left arm with your right hand, and the same your right arm with your left hand. And that lets you know that your elbows are the same width as your shoulders. Interlace your hands forward. And bring your toes together, your ankles, squeeze your inner thighs together. Breathe in, squeeze your buttocks. Lift up through the crown of your head, pushing your elbows into the mat. So this is a little bit of a back stretch. Be careful if you have any issues with your back. And relax for a moment. So your belly comes closer to the floor. Breathe in. Bring your belly to your spine. Squeeze your buttocks. Roll your inner thighs together. Keep the tops of your feet on the floor. And lift up through the crown of your head. This may be enough stretch here for you. If it is, keep your buttocks tight to protect your lower back. If you want to increase the stretch a little more, remember the string at the crown of your head. Your elbows pushing into the mat. We're going to bring our chin to the left shoulder. Only with your eyes look up to the ceiling. Don't move your head. The string stays at the crown of your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to the center. Relax your belly and lower back. Let your heels part. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in, bring your belly to your spine. Squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your heels together. Your toenails stay on the floor. Lift up through the crown of your head. So you're pushing your pelvis and your hips into the floor. Your elbows are working. Hold it here or bring your chin to your right shoulder. Squeeze those buttocks to protect the lower back. Look up with your eyes only. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Deep belly stretch. Come back to the center. Open the elbows. Stack one hand on top of the other. Space your feet a little wider than the mat and rest for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your knees on the floor. Bring your feet towards the sky and move your feet from side to side for wiper blades. Keep breathing. And tuning into the breath. Notice on the exhalation how your body releases, relaxes, getting rid of any tension, tightness. If you hold your breath, it will tighten the muscles and increase your blood pressure. So again, just be aware of the breath, bringing energy in, releasing, letting go. And come back to the center. We'll go back for wide angle child's pose to reverse the stretch on the lower back. So touch your toes and space your knees apart. Sit all the way back on your heels first, and then walk your hands forward. So you're resting your elbows on the floor. You can rest your chin on your hands or come all the way down to the mat. Open your elbows, rest your forehead on your hand. Gently rock from side to side. Let your lower back and hips release. Reaching deep into the inner thighs, releasing any tension or tightness. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Breathe in. Exhale, let the hips get a little heavier. Toes are relaxed, not curled under. Nice Buddha belly breath. Let gravity help you with a deep inhalation. And the exhalation, let your hips release closer to the heels. And then come up on your hands and knees one more time. Lower your body to the floor. Use a blanket or a small pillow if you have any lower back issues. Bring both hands forward. Come up on your fingertips. Rest your forehead on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Bring your belly to your spine. Tighten your thighs. Squeeze your buttocks. Lift your head. Lift your right arm and lift your left leg. You can let your left hand relax. Chin is neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and relax. Rest your forehead on the floor, up on your fingertips. Breathe in. Belly to your spine, squeeze your inner thighs, and keep your feet on the floor. Lift your head, lift your left arm, lift your right leg. Rest your right hand on the floor. Chin is neutral. This is a lower back strengthener. Keep breathing. Inhale, change it up. Right arm is up, left hand is on the floor, left leg is lifted, right toenails stay on the floor. Chin is neutral. Breathe in, breathe out, change it up. One more time, left arm lifted, right leg lifted, chin is neutral. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Open your elbows, stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands and space your feet a little wider than your mat for alligator. Inhale deeply, exhale through your mouth, let it go. Just wiggle the shoulders, loosen them up. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to go back for wide angle child's pose to reversing the stretch in the lower back. Toes are touching, knees are spaced. Sit back all the way back on the heels and then adjust your front, letting your elbows rest on the floor, your head's resting on your hands or lift it up on your fingers. So keep the hips by the heels, letting the lower back and tailbone settle in closer to the floor. Breathe in deeply. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. And just notice where your breath is. And breathing as deeply and as loudly as you can. You want to hear that yoga breathing, the Ujjayi breath from the back of the throat. Sounds like the ocean, the waves. You want to feel like you're squeezing out 2 sponges, getting rid of any stale air in your lungs. But when you think you've finished exhaling, just exhale a little longer. Reach your right arm forward, palm down, elbow on the mat. Lean into your right arm, rest your right ear on your right arm. Rest your left hand on your left knee. Breathe in. Roll into the right thigh, roll into the right elbow, and feel the stretch, opening the lower back, reaching deep into the rib cage. Feel the belly move. Feel the ribs expand. Follow the breath. In and out. And exhaling, long, long breath. Sometimes it's nice to imagine that you're blowing up a big balloon and you just let that balloon go. And as it settles into the floor, the balloon melts like butter. You want to feel your muscles releasing, getting rid of any tension. They should feel like that balloon. Just let it go. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to the center. Walk your left hand forward on the edge of the mat. Palm down, elbow down. Left ear resting on your left arm. Right hand on your right knee. Inhale. Roll all the way into your left elbow, into the left thigh. Use your right hand to push into the right knee. Feel the deep stretch. Picture that balloon as you inhale it, fill it up. Exhale, let it go. Let it go a little longer. Squeezing out those 2 lungs. Getting rid of any stale air lingering at the top of the lungs. Releasing any tension or tightness you may have in the upper body, the inner thighs, the hips, and the lower back. Release, come back on your hands and knees for tabletop. Reversing the right hand and reach the fingers towards your right knee. Push your palm down. Left hand stays where it is. Breathe in, slowly lean back towards your hips and stretch the forearm and wrist. Inhale. Exhale. You can curl your toes under and sit back a little closer. Feel the stretch. Be aware of the stretch. Make sure it's not too intense. Release. Bring your right hand flat on the mat. Reverse your left hand. Reach the fingers towards the left knee. Palm to wrist is directly below your left shoulder. Breathe in, lift up through the crown of your head, and exhale, toes curled under. We're going to shift our weight back towards the heels. Nice stretch into the forearm, the wrist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Come forward, left hand on the floor. Come up on your right fingertips as if you had a tennis ball under your right hand. Open those fingers nice and wide. Breathe in, straighten the right arm. Rest your left hand on your lower back or spine. Breathe in. So this is a wrist strengthener. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring your right hand down. Open the fingers and rest your bring your left hand down and rest your right hand on your lower back. Straighten the arm. Lift a little higher if you can. And make sure the wrist is below the shoulder. Breathe in. And release. Both hands on the floor. Let your toes relax. Let your lower back release. One more cat pose. Glance forward. Breathe in. Chin to your chest, belly to your spine. Exhale, exaggerate the stretch. Squeeze your toes and lift them up. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax your toes, belly and lower back. We're going to lie on our back. Bring both knees to your chest and hug your shins. Get a towel or something to put under your head. So hug your shins and let your lower back and hips settle into the floor for a moment. Feel your ribs, upper body, your shoulders, and gently rock from side to side. Let your head move with your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Back to the center, keeping your right leg where it is. Straighten the left leg. Adjust your head. Chin is neutral. Hands are on your shin or the back of your right thigh. Inhale. On the exhale, hug your right knee, lift your toes, push through the left heel. Keep it on the left leg stays on the floor. Chin is neutral. Feel the stretch. You're bringing that right knee towards the right shoulder. Breathe in. Lower back stays on the floor. And release for a moment. Let your toes relax. Inhale. Exhale, hug the right leg, lift your toes, push through the left heel, and just slide it towards the edge of your mat. Just working the SI joint in the lower back, getting the synovial fluid moving through that joint. Keep breathing. Push through the heels. Bring it back to the center. And release. Keeping your right hand on your shin. Inhale, we're going to bring the right knee all the way to the right elbow. Left hand is pushing in on the left thigh. Feel the inner thighs opening, hip releasing. Chin is neutral. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. And notice the shoulders responding to the breath when you exhale through your mouth. Be aware of the power of the breath. Back to the center, one more hug. Adjust your head, chin is neutral. Breathe in. On the exhale, hug the right knee, lift your toes. Release. Keeping your left hand on your shin. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bring the right knee all the way to the left elbow or left shoulder and keep your right hand and elbow on the mat behind your hip. Shoulders stay on the mat. Breathe in. Deep stretch. Feel it into the hip, the lower back. And just tuning into that space. And noticing how it feels. Noticing is there tension or tightness there that you weren't aware of. The beautiful thing about yoga is that you're forced to slow down, tune in, to breathe, and release. Rest your right foot on your left knee. Inhale, we're going to use the left hand to pull the right knee all the way to the floor, but keep your right hand on the floor behind you so it's a full upper body twist. Head's flat, chin is neutral. Right hip reaches towards the sky. Keep breathing. Each long exhalation, feel your shoulders releasing a little more. Feel your hips releasing. Letting go of any tension or tightness you may have in the upper body. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Slowly bend your knees, roll to your back. Line up your hips and shoulders, hug both shins, rest your head flat, chin is neutral. Once more, breathe in. Roll all the way to the left, place your left hand outside your right thigh and stack your knees and feet together. See if they can rest on the floor. Open the left shoulder, give it lots of space. Head is flat, chin is neutral. Bring your right arm towards the sky. Trace a circle with your whole right arm. Feel it right into the shoulder joint. Trace a bigger circle. And we're going to make that circle as big as possible and see if you can brush the floor with your fingernails or fingertips above your head, by your hip, crossed by the left elbow. Chin is neutral, opening the shoulders, brushing the floor if you can, or just using the weight of that arm to make a full, complete circle and switch to the opposite direction. Keep your chin neutral, don't let it slide towards the sky. Breathe in. Come back to the center. Now bend your right elbow, bring it all the way down to the mat. See if that works. If that doesn't work, bring it as close to the floor as you can. And bring your fingernails to the top part of your elbow, keeping the 90 angle in the right leg. So like half a goalie post. The back of your hand is on the floor, your elbow is still bent, opening through the chest. Use your left hand to push the knees and feet in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. With each exhalation, let your shoulders release a little more, let the lower back release. The jaw release. Just when you think you're finished exhaling, exhale a little more. Squeeze out that extra breath to release the shoulders. Your head is flat, chin is neutral. Bring your knees center. Line up your hips and shoulders. Hug your shins. Chin is neutral. Gently rock. And notice if the right side feels a little different than the left. It should. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to the center, straighten the right leg. Keep the left leg where it is. Head is flat, chin is neutral. Hands on your shin. Breathe in. On the exhale, bring your left knee in, lift your toes, push through the right heel. Remember the strain at the crown of your head. Deep breath in. and out. And release your toes for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, inhale. On the exhale, hug the left knee, lift your toes, push through the right heel. Keep hugging the left leg. We're just going to slide the right heel to the edge of the mat and keep it there, pushing through the heel, just brushing the floor. Keep breathing at your own comfortable pace. Bring your right foot back and release your toes. Left hand on your left shin, right hand on your right thigh. Inhale. Bring your left knee towards the left elbow and use your right hand to push into the thigh. Keep your hips level. Keep the shoulders open. Increase the stretch into the inner left thigh and groin. Inhale deeply. Exhale through your mouth and let it go. Remember that balloon? Feel your shoulders sinking into the floor like the balloon would. Releasing tension or tightness. Come back to the center one more. Hug. Head is flat, chin is neutral. Breathe in. Hug the left leg. Lift your toes. Release. Right hand is on your left shin. Left hand is on the floor behind your hips. Inhale. You're going to bring the left knee towards the right elbow. Head is flat, chin is neutral. Left elbow stays on the floor. Open the shoulders and feel the stretch into the hip, the outer left side. Let your breath work for you. Breathe in. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Notice your right hip and buttock. Make sure you're not clenching. Let the hips release. We're going to rest the left foot on top of the right knee. Inhale, use your right hand. On the exhale, we're going to pull that left knee as close to the floor as you can. Keep your left arm behind you. Elbow close to the floor, or use the weight of your left arm just to reach close to the floor, opening the shoulder. Breathe in deeply. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. See if you can bring that left knee a little closer to the floor, releasing the hips, the lower back. You may sometimes hear a little clicking sound, which is good. Tuning in for pain, being aware of what you can and cannot do. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly roll to your back, bend both knees. Line up your hips and shoulders, hug your shins. We're going to rock from side to side. Let your head move with your body. Keep breathing. Back to the center, then bring both knees all the way to the right side. Drop your knees and feet close to the floor. Right hand on your outer left thigh. And use your right hand to push or pull your knees closer together. Feel the stretch along the waist and rib cage. Head is flat, chin is neutral. We're going to bring our left arm straight up towards the sky and trace a circle with our whole arm. Chin neutral. And we're going to make that circle as big as possible. You can brush the floor with your fingernails or fingertips. Allow your head to move. Keep your chin neutral. Inhale. In the opposite direction. Reach it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to the center. Straighten the left arm. Bend the right knees a little more. Right hand is pushing on the outer thigh. Now bend your left elbow and see if you can bring it to the floor or close to the floor. Chin is neutral. See if you can bring the back of your hand above your elbow, rest on the floor. So your arm is a 90 angle. It's like a goalie post. Breathe in deeply. Exhale through your mouth. Let the shoulders open, release. Use your right hand to push, pull those inner thighs closer together. Bring the knees closer to the floor. Feet are resting on the floor. If you wish, you can straighten the top leg. Keep your knees together. Let your left toes rest on the floor. A little extra stretch through the outer thigh, IT band. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Slowly roll to your back. Keep your head flat. Chin is neutral. Line up your hips and shoulders. Hug your shins. Gently rock from side to side. Come back to the center. Bend your left leg, straighten the right leg. Press the back of your right thigh and lift through the right heel. Straighten your leg as much as you can. Feel the stretch through the ankle, the calf, and along the back of the thigh. Breathe in, bring your belly to your spine, bring your spine to the floor, and keep your belly strong, and slowly lower that right leg all the way down. Heel first, chin is neutral. Keep the left knee bent, take any strain off the lower back, and relax. Inhale, straighten that right leg again. Grab the back of your right thigh and lift the heels, flatten the foot, sole to the sky. Breathe in, bring your right leg a little closer if you can, working all the way up to the hip, into the buttocks. So if you've got very tight hamstrings, bend your knee slightly and be aware. If you've just noticed that, please be extra cautious. Keep breathing. We're going to rest the right foot on the left thigh. Line up the hips and shoulders, head is flat. Lift both legs, reaching behind the back of your left thigh or the front of your left shin. Breathe in. On the exhale, hug both legs towards your upper body. You can hold it here, or if you want to increase the stretch, gently move left as far as your left elbow. So your elbow is like a little wedge, still pulling both legs towards you. Deeper stretch into the right hip, the thigh, the buttock. Keep breathing. If you hold your breath, the muscles tighten and tense, so that defeats the purpose. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Trace little circles with your toes, working the ankles, excuse me, the soles of your feet. Opposite direction. Come back to the center, rest your head flat, breathe in, pull both legs a little closer. Your lower back is on the floor. Release. Bring your knees to your chest, hug your shins. Place your right foot on the floor, straighten your left leg, adjust your head, chin is neutral. Grasp the back of your left thigh and lift your heel, sole to the sky. Toes towards your nose. Remember the string at the crown of your head. Inhale. Bring your belly to your spine. Bring your spine to the floor and slowly lower that left leg, pushing through the heel. Chin is neutral. Keep the right knee bent. Slowly, slowly bring it down all the way to the floor and relax. Inhale. Lift the left leg again, toes pointed. Grab the back of your thigh. Inhale. Lift your heel slowly. Drop the toes towards your nose. See if you can bring that leg a little closer towards your upper body. Your head flat, chin is neutral. Keep breathing. going to rest the left foot on the right thigh. Line up your hips and shoulders. Head is flat. Lift both legs and reach your hands behind your right thigh or in front of your right shin. Breathe in. On the exhale, we're going to hug. Bring both legs towards your upper body. Move your toes, checking the ankles. Breathe in. Moving your toes to check for any tingling because you want to be pinching anything running through the buttock. So hold it here. Or if you want to increase the stretch, roll slightly right as far as your right elbow. So it's like a little wedge there. And it opens the hip and left thigh a little more. Keep your chin neutral. If it's not comfortable, just go back to your back. Trace circles with your toes if you wish. Deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Go a little longer, squeezing out those two lungs, getting rid of all that stale air. Roll to your back and release. Place your feet on the floor, knees are bent. Line up your hips and shoulders and hug once more. Gently rock from side to side. Let your head move and see if you can go all the way right side. Come back to the center and then go all the way on the left hip, left shoulder, chin is neutral. To the center once more, all the way right. Let your elbows stop you from rolling over. Center, head is flat, chin is neutral, and rolling left. So feel all the weight on your shoulder and hips, releasing any tension. And come back to the center and release. Place your feet on the floor, bring your little toes to the edges of the mat. Head is flat, chin is neutral. Place your hands on your belly, breathe in. Bring your belly to your spine, spine to the floor. Just hold it nice and tight. Feel the inner thighs working the lower abs, core muscles. Keep breathing and release. Feel the lower back lifting. Breathe in. Bring your belly to your spine, spine to the floor. Hold it tight. Feel the inner thighs working and release. Bring your right knee inside your left foot and rest your left foot outside your right knee. So the side of your foot's on the floor and you're stretching through the front of the thigh, the front of the hip, the lower belly, the abs. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your shoulders and elbows on the mat. Chin is neutral. Breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Come back to the center. Bend your knees. Inhale, bring your belly to your spine, spine to the floor, hold it. So picturing a bucket, if you tip the bucket into the floor and lift it, and again, that's how your pelvis is reacting. It's tipping into the floor, you're holding it into the floor, and release. Bring your left knee, little toes to the edge of your mat. Now bring your left knee all the way down to your right foot, adjust your head, chin is neutral, elbows stay on the mat. Right foot is going to rest outside the left thigh for a nice hip stretch. Feel it into the weights, lower back. Keep breathing. And release. Come back to the center. Line up your hips and shoulders and hug your shins. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's start our Shavasana or relaxation. You have a sweater or a sweatshirt to put on. You don't cool down too quickly. Lights on. Turn off. Making yourselves as comfortable as you can. Line up your hips and shoulders. Rest your head flat. Very gently bring your right ear to the floor. Come back to the center. Tuck your chin in slightly towards your chest. And then very gently bring your left ear to the floor. Breathe in and out. Bring your head to the center. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Give your shoulders lots of space. Let your arms rest on the floor. Let your feet rest. Space your feet a little wider than your hips. Imagine that you're somewhere very peaceful and quiet. Be there in that space. Forget about yesterday. Forget about tomorrow. And just focus on now. With each breath coming in, bringing energy in. With each breath, leaving your body, releasing any tension, any tightness, any negative thoughts or emotions. Breathe in. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Inhale all the way to your right foot. Squeeze your right foot. Squeeze your right leg. Release. Breathe in all the way to your left foot. Squeeze your left foot. Squeeze your left leg. Release. Gently roll your feet from side to side. Allow your legs to get heavy. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, bring your awareness to your hips. Squeeze your buttocks into the mat. Release. Inhale, feel your belly rise and fall. Your ribs and chest expanding. Breathe in, squeeze your shoulders into the mat. Release. Inhale, lift your shoulders forward. Release. Inhale, lift your shoulders all the way up, squeeze them towards your ears. Exhale, let your shoulders get heavy with lots of space. Inhale all the way to your right hand, open the fingers. Release. Inhale, squeeze your right hand, squeeze your right arm, lift it up. Bring it back. Gently roll your hand in, out. Bring it back to the center and forget the right hand. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale all the way to your left hand. Open the fingers, stretch them out. Release. Breathe in and squeeze your left hand, squeeze your left arm. Lift it up. Bring it back. Gently roll your arm in and out. Bring it back to the center and just forget the left arm. Allow your arms and legs to be heavy. Feel your head heavy. Let it relax. Feel your spine. Allow it to relax. And the muscles in between your spine. Releasing any tension or tightness. Breathe in, squeezing, tightening all your facial muscles. Tighten, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release. Inhale, open your mouth to yawn. Relax. Let the muscles around your eyes soften. Relaxing your eyelids, your eyelashes, and the eyes themselves. Inhale, lift your eyebrows towards your forehead. Relax. And just imagine someone placing a cool hand on your forehead, erasing any worry lines, any tension, any negative thoughts or emotions. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale, let your whole body melt into the floor. Be aware of how you feel. With each deep exhalation, allow your body to get heavier, more relaxed. And notice how your breath slows down as you relax, allowing your breath to become a soft whisper. Feel the stillness of your breath and the peacefulness that comes with a still breath. Take a deep breath in, stretch your arms up overhead and give yourselves a nice long, lazy stretch. Release. Bring your knees towards your chest, hug your shins. Gently rock from side to side. When you're ready, roll to your right side. Take a moment here. Take a moment to scan your body. Notice if there's any remaining tension or tightness. If there is, breathe into that space, squeeze that space, and exhale, encourage it to go. It's important to take a few moments each and every day to slow down, to practice some sort of mindfulness. It makes you a happier person, a more positive person. It affects those people that you come in contact with. So yoga is a great place to do that, but you have to do it on your own time as well. Opening your eyes, bring your awareness back to this space. Slowly and consciously come to a seated position. Be mindful of how you feel. Get nice and straight. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. Bring your palms to your heart and namaste. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight and at home.